Hi, I am Lee from Normandy Atelier. Today we are going to paint a date night with Zoro. I love One Piece so much. I just caught up with the anime and I just wanted to paint Zoro, one of my all-time favorite characters. So yeah, I hope you enjoy your time with me. For my materials today, I am using an A2 canvas paper. I like to use those because they are easier to storage. I'm using acrylic paint. My colors are titanium white, ivory black, burnt umber, burnt sienna, cobalt blue, cadmium yellow, oriental violet, primary red, which is leaning toward magenta, and also I have ochre green. For my brushes, I have number 18 flat brush, number 8 flat brush, number 4 bright brush, number 6 and number 4 round brushes. Also, I have number 0 and 000 round detail brushes. We also need a cup of water to clean our brushes and some kind of a paper towel just to dry them. And that is everything we are going to need today. So the first step, I'm going to use a pencil just to do a little bit of a sketch. And by that, we are going to separate our interior from the exterior. So I made some marks already, but I'm going to tell you how I made them. I want, first of all, a mark from the left side around 11 centimeters. And I am down here around 5. I am using a ruler because I really want this to work. From this side, I have this point. From the other side here, it will be a little bit shorter, so 10 centimeters here, and the same thing, I will have this point here, like 5 centimeter, 5 centimeter from this side, so I'll have point here, and we need to connect them in a minute, but I can have all the points that I need to connect them like this, because my ruler is really short. I need to buy a better one, longer one, soon. So yeah, I can have all this 5 centimeters here now. And I can connect them with a straight line. Sorry if I am blocking the view. Something like this. We have some kind of a straight line from that. And now from the bottom, I need to arrive to the quarter of the canvas. And again, the same amount here. I will have it here, which is, as we said, 11 centimeters from this side, 10 from that side. And again, I can repeat that from both sides so I can get a straight line. We don't need to do a ruler. We can use even our brush, whatever kind of a method, just to measure them. But I want straight lines a little bit for this step. This is why I am doing this. And I can do a straight line from here to here and to here. Like this. And from the other side, same thing. We need 10 centimeters. And I can just connect them all on motion. And from this side, immediately, I can just align the ruler to be straight. And I can do a line to create some kind of a rectangle. So we'll have our outside here, and all that will be our interior. And while I have the pencil, we can do just a little bit of a sketch for the background, just to separate the land from the sky. So this is here the center of my canvas. I want to go up a little bit, maybe like 2 centimeters or so. Let's see. Yeah, 2 centimeters, that works. Somewhere in this vicinity here. And that is here will be the end of my sky. I want my sky to be up here. And I am not going to stress about it right now. It's just something that could work. I'm not sure. Because I want to have some kind of a forest or a garden that we are just seeing the silhouette of it. So I'm going to paint immediately with that later, but I'm just going to arrive to this point. And yes, this is everything for this step. So the next step, I'm going to paint my sky, and I want it to feel like it's dusk or it's like evening and it's like maybe after rain and there are clouds, but I want like very softer colors. So I'm going to use titanium white, I'm going to use my blue, my yellow, purple, and even my red, but I'm going to mix softer colors as I am continuing. I'm just going to add some water to my brush. And like, for example, I'm going to take a little bit of blue with lots of white, and I'm going to mix that together with even a touch of brown. The brown will make this a little bit desaturated, and we will have this muted kind of a blue color. And I can start by adding that up here. And if I didn't like it, or I can add my cobalt blue over it, and we will have this. And I'm just going to, from left to right at this point, inside my box. If I cover over it or around it, it's fine, because we are going to add beams to this on it later. And I'm going to paint a little bit with this color here and there. It doesn't need to connect all over the place, but I'm going to try to make it systematic a little bit. And after that, I can introduce other colors. I can add a touch of red to my dirty brush, and I can have the dirty blue, and I don't want too much red, but I can add it, and over it will create this beautiful transition here. I can have it here. If it's too much, I can mix just with white a little bit to make it a little bit softer. Yes, like this. That was too strong. But it will create over the blue, it will create this purpley tone. And we will enhance that with the purple that we have. But we will have different tones of purple, almost. Something like this. And this is only the first step. I don't want... It's too... I don't want it to feel too much on me at this point, but I'm going to add all these colors, and we are going to do a second coat on them later. So if they are not connecting, not blending, all that kind of things, it's fine at this point. Again, and I am mixing on the fly just to add those tones over each other. I'm not mixing lots of paints, I'm just adding them to create this mix. Here I can add even white to soften the colors, adding to the transition. I can add this like pinkish tone here on my dirty brush. If I squeeze it a little bit, it will release more of the blue. I can get a little bit of the purple, get just only purple here maybe. And I want it to feel darker up, and we are going to transition to more and more softer colors. I'm going to clean my brush. I don't want more blue on it, because I'm going to get a little bit of yellow on my brush with the yellow and red together with a touch of white. That will create this peachy kind of a tone, almost like a soft orange tone. And if I add that with the with the blue, it will create green, and we don't want a green sky. We want this the green only to be on the head of on his hair, on the head of Zoro. Again, that is just mixing more of these tones. If it's too much, adding white to it, make it softer, like that, almost pastel colors. And as you see, it's like moving outside of the canvas. That is completely fine. Now adding more of that, maybe more reddish tones like this. And I am mixing those tones up and in so that they can mix into each other. As you see, it's a beautiful effect. Now I'm going to only get some yellow and white just to make it really soft kind of a yellow. I don't want that yellow. Yeah, the cadmium yellow is really strong. Yes, this is really nice. If you have even something like Naples yellow, could really work here. I'm going to clean my brush. It has too much red on it. Now, I arrive here, something like this, very soft. I can go up to create the sunset effect, or maybe it's the sunrise effect, who knows. Something like this. I can add here, this orangey tones here. If they are too much, again, a touch of white on them. Something like this. I can go up and down until I feel I can mix the colors, into each other, until I feel if they are talking to each other, and I like this effect. Again, I don't just want to mix the blue with the yellow, because that will create green. But yeah, this is for now everything for this step. So the next step, I want to continue working on my sky. I want to add my sun somewhere in this vicinity here in the center, or up the center, like the center of the sky. And we can add clouds, effects, atmosphere dimension, lightness, and fix all this blend that we already established to create the scene that we want. We can make it dramatic as we want, or subtle as we want. I wanted to make it subtle and really subdued at the beginning, but I feel like my colors were really strong today, so I'm going to continue with that. I feel I'm going to work with my round brush, my number 6. I'm just going to add some whites, and I can have my sun to be somewhere in this vicinity. We can have it here, and I'm just going with a subtle effect, something like this. Here could work. Going like almost like a half of a circle kind of a shape, and after that I can get some yellow and white together on my brush, and I can just diffuse this here like this. And again, I can continue with the same colors. I can go red and yellow just to create like stronger effects here, and they can go like this. They don't need to connect, but I like them to connect like this. I am trying to make them also blend into each other and be a little bit like diffused, and I don't want to have lines. Something like this. I'm going to clean my brush, and now I'm going to get only yellow, the cadmium yellow. It's a very strong color. I'm going to enhance this yellow here. I feel like it got lost. Like this, yes. And now I can get some white, enhance the middle here, like this, make it shiny. Even inside like this, that is nice. I can get only red, for example, and I can just again enhance those. They are maybe clouds catching the lights or something. We can have all these beautiful tones, orangey tones, dark tones, purpley tones around the sun, even inside. Like maybe there are some kind of, there are clouds over the sun or near the sun. But I like it clearer like this at this time. So I'm going to keep it like this. I'm going to move to my original brush, my flat brush. I'm going to do some kind of a second coat up there. I'm going to start with this. What is it called? The blue tones up, just to do a second coat on them. Up here, some white maybe. If the white too much, I can again dab it on my brush, just soften these colors. I want them a little bit darker up, so it's fine. I can even add darkness up here with maybe some purple, like this. And we can diffuse the purple into the blue like this. That will create a nice effect. And if we are going to lose a little bit of the pencil mark, that is fine. Actually, it's better. We are going to add, as I said, beams of wood later, but still, I don't want to feel like, oh, I missed a spot of the sky. No, I prefer to go over the lines and not seeing them, rather than just say, oh, I missed a mark, or the mark is not good, or I need to do a little bit of a touch up later. Even I can go with only my blue, like this, my cobalt blue. It's a very strong blue, over even some of these colors, but it's too much. I can again counter it with white, and I am working on this very slowly. You can go very fast if you want, but I really enjoy skies in general, and I like to make them on the fly. Like, oh, I like the purple, like there. I lost it. I'm going to add more touches of it. It's just teeny tiny bits. It's a small space anyway, and I can add it. I like the purple more than the cobalt blue. Something like this. Now I'm going to clean my brush, and I'm going to mix a little bit of purple with my red maybe, and have this darker tone maybe here and here. Just the drifting clouds over my clouds, my sky itself. We can go any kind of brush stroke. Sometimes I'm going left to right, and sometimes I'm going with a little bit of a circular motion, just to create this effect and make all these clouds a little bit fluffy. And I want them really, really soft. Something like this. They are just disappearing on me. They are like, when they are dry, they are going to feel like they are part of the atmosphere. Something like this. Now I can have a little bit of yellow and red to create the orange tone again, and white, and we can enhance these colors here. And if they are darker, great. Here it's not fully painted, so I'm going to add a little bit of purple on my dirty brush, having a little bit of purple here, so we can create this, or like fully paint this. I can go with just the magenta colors here as well. And again, unsystematic. I don't want flat spots, so even I can have a little bit of white and yellow here, like this. These clouds can go over each other. Some of them is like behind each other. Some of them is catching the light. I just want more contrast anyway. Here, maybe some white tones, and here as well. I like the white with touch of yellow, just to make it diffuse. This is very nice. My God, I love the white here. Even with a touch of red, create like pinkish tones, very soft purpley tones, maybe here. Yes, oh my God, this is very beautiful. And up here a little, why not? As I said, I am imagining this to be very cloudy, so I'm going to add more. Just now the purple here. My purple is really see-through, so just keeping that in mind. Adding this big clouds here, big cluster of clouds here now, like this. Yes, I'm going ground motion. I'm keeping the little bit of the shape of it a little bit like this, maybe rounder tones, maybe here. And I don't want to cover everything I did, but I want it to feel like it's after rain. Like this. This is very beautiful. Yes, and maybe here as well. And again, I am using very soft or thin paint, thin body paint. Lots of the color, they will like be a little bit see-through, and we are still going to see like that lighter tone that I did even before, which is cool. Even we can add even a touch of water if we want to our colors, but something like this. Now I can have just yellow, and I can make some of these like catching light from the where the sun is, like this here. Some of them will catch the light like that, maybe here as well, over the darkest of the colors, like that. That is very nice. Maybe a touch of white as well. You can have this illumination happening here of the clouds. I'm just adding a touch, and I'm just barely tapping very, very softly. I don't want them to feel too much on me. It's too much again, like this. We can just diffuse it a little bit. It's fine, like this. And even here, I'm just tapping that, barely having any paints, because I really want to control it. I need to see it. Yeah, like this here. Just some white clouds. I really like the white. I thought I want more different tones for the clouds, but something like this could work. Yes. I like the yellow tones. Maybe some here as well. Some clouds drifting away on the sky. Like this. I'm still seeing my pencil here. Just adding more white to the sun, because I don't want to see pencil mark on it. Like this. That is fine. And yeah, when you are finished with your sun, you can dry your canvas and we can move to the next step. So the next step, I want to add the background elements. There are trees, there are, I don't know, the countryside, whatever it is. And I'm just going to do that with my brush like this. And I'm going to use very muted colors. This is the most important thing here. So I'm going to use mostly maybe purple. And I'm going to add to that white and black. So technically I am adding gray to my purple. And I want my purple to feel purple, but to feel like this is, for example, I added too much black. So I'm going to add white to it. And I really want to feel it's really, really, really like faint and far away from us. Maybe we can even add a touch of brown that will make it muted more, like yes. This is a very nice color, like this. And if we add touch of blue, it will even push everything farther away. But the purple itself, it had blue in it, but yeah, even a touch of blue, something like this kind of a color. And I can enhance it later just to add a little bit of shadows or something. I am imagining like if this is here, as you said, 2 centimeters, it will arrive somewhere in this vicinity. I will start by just adding some of them to feel like trees, and I can create whatever kind of a shape of a trees that I want. Do I want this brush? I'm going to move to my bright brush. I feel like that could work better because I will have more control. Yeah. If I didn't like it, I can always come back. But again, tips of trees, we can create whatever design. Some of them is bigger, some of them is not connected. Maybe they are even buildings, who knows. It's really hard to paint with this brush. Maybe number 8 flat brush could work better here. That because my number 18 is really, really big. It's really hard to control. Something like this. Nice. And I don't want to cover my sun. But I can have just a little bit of that just to get rid of all this, like the pencil marks, if I'm still having them. Like this. Yes. And I can make them as big or as small as I want. or to any kind of a degree. I don't want to get rid of all my sky, so I'm just trying to keep them like this for the moment, and I will see if what I want to do. Here we will have a very big tree anyway, so that is like, and a building maybe, so I don't need to create lots of details, but yeah, something like that. I'm just trying to also to cover the horizon line. I don't want to see it. Maybe we have a longer one here, just random shapes of trees like this. Some of them like is fading away. Even I can just have whatever still on my brush and barely touch or barely tap on the tape, barely tap on the canvas, and by that I can create like, oh, they are fading away from us. They are not visible anymore. They are not connected, and as we continue to move on near us, they will start to feel more saturated and more in focus. And again, from the other side, and again, as I said, I want to get rid of this line, the horizon line or the skyline that we did. Something like this. Again, some of them bigger, some of them smaller. The idea is I love this yellow. I don't want to get rid of it. Something like this. And all these gaps here, I don't want to see any gaps. So I'm just going to paint this. Maybe it's a little bit misty or something. Yeah, like this. Down here. And as you see, it's leaning really gray. I'm going to continue this here. Very solid color now. I can just tab it maybe. Yeah, I like tabbing it more than. This is what happens when I don't have a plan and I'm just going with the flow. I did a little bit of a sketch there. And it's very rough sketch because I'm very bad at doing sketches. And I didn't plan all these kind of brush stroke or something like this, something like that in advance, and it became a little bit confusing when I started painting because I really want this painting to feel a little bit elevated and nice. Maybe I can hang it in the apartment, I don't know. Something like this. Now I can have darker tones, maybe just touch of blue with same color or the mix that I did, and I can have shadows of trees here and there, here, like this, even over those. That just will add colder shadows, which is very nice without adding black, because black will make everything too much for now. Even this could be a city, who knows? But I'm imagining it to be trees. We can have a touch even of a yellow just to make it greener, like this. Yes, so we can see, yeah, it's a city, it's far away, and it has a hint of a green on it, like this. Yes, I added just a tiny touch of yellow over this, just over my paint, I mean, here, just to make it greener, so we can understand, oh, it's a forest, it's not buildings, or it's a garden or gardens away from us. Something like this is very nice. I can have just a touch of yellow, and I can just adding those here. Maybe they are just illuminating, or from the side of the sun, where the sun is arriving, and we can have a hint of illumination on them, like this. And again, this is here not fully painted. I'm going to add this, like this. That is nice. And here as well. like that. That is nice. And now I'm going to do a second layer that is like closer to us. And again, those are all in the shadows and away from us. I'm just going to add black to the mix, just to make it like a little bit darker, just a hint of dark. Let me see. Yeah, like that. And we can have like maybe there is a round tree here. Maybe there is a big tree here. As you see, it's like bigger tree. Maybe there is something like a bush or a tree here. Another one here. And they don't need to connect anymore. They are far away from us. I'm going to add just a touch of violet as well. So black and violet. You see? Yes. Something darker, but again muted. Like this. Yes. That is really nice. And we can create this effect. Maybe here we have one. Maybe here we have even a taller one could exist like this. And it could be like, oh, it's in front of everything else, like this. Maybe we can have rounder one here, like this. Like that. Some of them could coming from away, some of them could connect, like this. Just marks. Now I'm just with the whatever is still on my brush. It is very beautiful. Maybe one here. Why not? Again, I can illuminate them with maybe a touch of white now. A little bit of yellow, white, and the black. Just to make them a little bit illuminated, not a lot. Maybe they're here up. I still want them to feel far away, but some of them could catch light and can add to the form of them, you know. So everything here will be from the right. Every here we will have a little bit from the yellow from the left, and here we can have up, and that could create this effect. It's very, very nice. So just I want to have some kind of a road just to understand that it's like the path of the garden, and I want all my like lines to arrive to this some kind of a like here in the middle, and also I will have some kind of a bridge later. But for the road, I'm imagining, as I said, it's going to have the same colors. It's like rainy day or something. So I'm going to have some reflections. I will start with some burnt umber and yellow and white, sorry, burnt umber and yellow, just to create some kind of a tannish color. But leaning, I want it darker, maybe a touch of yellow, just to, yeah, this kind of a color. And I can start with this color from here, as I said, for like this. It's coming like that. Like if this is the quarter of the canvas here, somewhere in this vicinity, like this, yeah, like that, could work here. And from this side, again, it's going to be really, we're not going to see it all, but something like this. And I can color the entire thing with this color for now. It's a muddy color, but again, it's a rainy day. And we are going to add all the reflections of the sky on it in a minute. And we can add rocks and all kind of things in a minute, but still all these. And it's a little bit unsystematic. I am not painting a line like here on the edge of it, I mean. Like this. Yeah. Touch of water can help a lot if the paint is not moving. Like this. I'm just going to add a little bit of burnt umber on my brush now, just to make it darker here on the edges and down near us. Here. And here. That help with the depth a little bit. just start the whole process of that, something like this, add some shadows or whatever it is here and there. Maybe a little bit of white now up here, make it softer up. And I'm going just to fix that later because I don't like the connection between them. But yeah, again, some white over this dirty color or muddy color, whatever it is, like this. Yeah. And the light will help, the lightness will help with, like, to indicate the movement and the direction. Like that, that is nice. If it's too much, again, we can counter it like that. But I like it like that. This is fine. And this is everything for this step. So the next step, I'm going to continue working on the background and on my road. What I want to do is just separate some kind of a little bit here, two sides of the background. So I'm just going to add purple and I'm going to arrive to the third of my canvas. Like for me, it will be around 15 centimeters from this side, almost like to this vicinity here, like this. And I can have a line like this, trying to make it as straight as possible. I am horrible with these kind of steps, like this. I want to color the entire thing here with this color to the end, actually, like this. This will be some kind of a platform or something where the road is ending and we have our porch or the beginning of the building. But yeah, like this. Because I had just a rough idea of what I want to do. Something like this. And I looked to my sketch and I thought, what is this line that I made here? It's just not part of the road. What was it? And yeah, it was just the platform that I made. So again, it will be around 15 centimeters from this side, to this here, and 15 centimeters from this side will arrive here, like this. And it doesn't need to be exact at this point. I want it to feel straight and systematic, but at the same time, I'm going to add things to it. If it doesn't feel like that, I can add rocks or I can hide it. We will see. That looks good. Even if it's see-through, perfect. Like this. Now the road could be changed. Again, the road white and this kind of a golden color with the brown and white or burnt umber and white. And I can make it even bigger like this, arriving here maybe. It's a little bit of a messy step, but here we are. Something like this is good. Ish. You can add white up here. Now. Like this. And while this is drying, I'm going to clean my brush. Now we can work on these edges here. I want to have some greenery tone. So I'm going to have a little bit of blue and yellow together. I want some kind of a green color with a touch of white maybe, and maybe a touch of brown just to help to make it like muted. And I can work a little bit from left to right here. Maybe we have a patch of grass and it's coming here like this from to the other side. like this. Yes, even a little bit bigger from this side here. And I can add this wherever I want. Maybe it's like here we have a little bit of greenery coming, and maybe a little bit of greenery here almost. Actually, I'm going to paint everything here with this greenery, and I'm going to paint over it later, but I will have at least a first coat of it. Yeah, like this. Just from left to right, muted green color. Great. And again, it's almost when I'm arriving here, I'm making it round stroke so it can blend into the whatever this is here, the behind it. Again, these tones like this, nice, more greenery. And I want to have a gray color, so I'm going to have black and white only. This is a great way to use my dirty white. First of all, I want to have a building here. I want to have the edge of my road. I'm going to go to my round brush, and I can have an edge to the road like this. Maybe it's the sidewalk or a separation, whatever it is, we can have it like this here with this grayish tone here coming like this. Nice. And from the other side as well, it could go into our grass or into our road, doesn't matter. Here as well, you have like this, like that is nice. Now I can have a little bit of black, and I can add dots of blacks here and there just to make it dirtier, add some kind of a shadow to it. Underneath it, like this, I want a shadow. Yes, it's too strong, we can fix it later, but a shadow like this, over it like that, a shadow like here, that is good. Now I can go to the gray, and I can add stones, I can add rocks, whatever they are, to create those here, like platforms or stuff here, maybe here as well. On the road themselves, I'm going to do that later, but I'm still working here at this point. I want to have some kind of a platform here, so I'm going to just to make this platform from stone, and it's going to be, this is like the quarter of the canvas. It's a little bit in, actually somewhere in this vicinity here. Actually no, I'm going to work in the background first. I'm going to clean my brush. I'm going to get a little bit of brown and black together. I'm going to have some kind of a bridge here like this, or seeing it away, just a little bit, a hint of a bridge. I don't want it to feel invasive, and I am keeping it unsystematic, and I can have some beams to it or something, the railings, whatever they are. Like this. Yeah, that is good. Now I can get a little bit of yellow and white together. On my dirty brush, I can have some highlights on it, like this. Make it a little bit diffused with this color, like this. That is nice. If it's too much, again, I can get a little bit of brown and fix those lines a little bit with a touch of water to make, to make it warm. To make the paint move like this. And we can have this here. I'm going to have maybe pinkish tones here. The way the road is reflecting, maybe white and yellow here like this. There are some kind of reflection or whatever it is. Going to add just the hint of the sun maybe here with white. I can just use the original color of the road like that. I can have a little bit of blue, blue and white, I mean, like this. I don't want it to feel like it's a river or something, but I can add those here. Maybe there are a little bit of rain that is happened on the road. Not all over, but a little bit like this here. Why not? And I can have a little bit of a purpley tone. Just enhance the reflection over the colors themselves. Maybe some yellow and red to create this peachy tone again. Adding that here like this, yes. This peachy tone is really nice. I'm going to add just yellow now. Play with this kind of reflection. I'm going to have maybe some black or brown. It doesn't matter. I'm going to have some kind of a reflection of a tree here. Maybe it's like reflection from the other side, like this here. Maybe here. Maybe the bridge itself with a touch of water on the brush. It has some kind of a reflection like this. Here maybe we have a reflection of the tree. Here as well. Something like this. Here. I don't like this this blue here. Adding some of the tones from this side as well. Maybe purple here. Something like this. That is nice. Just continue the bridge. Maybe we have where the bridge is. We can move on the bridge or something like this. It has an edge to it with some white. Like this. Maybe this is the side of the bridge. Like this. That is nice. Now I'm going to work on the background, so I want to add trees. Again, I'm going to mix a dark green color, so I'm going to add blue and yellow with a touch of brown. Those trees could be like really big. Maybe one tree is here, like this. I want my bright brush for this step. I can have first of all where it's going to happen, like here, and it's like leaning like this. Not sure if I like this brush either. Going to my flat brush number 8 with this color, yeah. Like this, nice. That is a nice tree. I can have a tree maybe here and it's like big, like this. Nice. Maybe we have a smaller tree here and it's like this. And maybe a tree like this here. Maybe we have something ground here behind the bridge and like here. Again, we could have done this before, but I wanted to make the bridge and like this. Nice. I'm going to add black now to my brush, dirty brush, and I can add shadows with the black from this side, like this, from this side here. just black on my dirty brush. Maybe from down here we'll have some shadows, not a lot. Like this, I can clean my brush. I can get maybe a little bit of white and yellow, and can have some kind of an illumination from here and here, maybe up. Not a lot, I'm just barely tapping like this. And now I'm going to my greenery here, my green color, and I can add whatever trees I want. Maybe here we have one, here. Again, I'm going to have a building and many things, but I want to fill some of these places. I can have like with some trees, again, black from this side and white from the other side with a little bit of yellow, like this. They are the middle ground now, here as well. Something like this. Now I can get brown and black on my brush, and I can have some branches maybe here and there for these, and this the tree trunks as well. We can have them with this brush. It doesn't need to be like, I'm just dabbing it here and there to create lines, vertical lines like here. That will create the effect of the forest or the garden. Now I can clean my brush, and I can get maybe the primary red with a touch of brown, create darker shade, maybe even a touch of black. Just create a darker shade of that color, mute it away. Maybe we have blossom trees here, away. Just between some of these here as well. Some of them fading away, some of them stronger. Even here, maybe we have one. Maybe we have one here coming like this. Like that, that is nice. I just need a little bit of darkness from one of the sides. With the black, maybe like this. Not a lot. And now I can make a lighter tone. Maybe with just the red itself. Yeah. It's very saturated, but it's fine. It's fun. Like this. I can add a touch of white to it. It's too strong. It's really hard here. I need to go to a smaller brush, but I'm stubborn at this point. Just touches of this pinkish tone here and there. Yeah. Like this. Maybe here. Now I'm going to add my building from this side. I'm going to go to my bright brush. I'm going with the brown. So this is here the center of the canvas as we established before. It's here. And this is here the quarter. I am in between them. So here. That here will be almost like the end of my building. I can have a line, and that would be almost the end of my building from like down, and I can have another line here. 2 lines arriving almost to the third of the canvas, somewhere arrive here, arrive in this point, like this. So it's above my sun. Something like this, those 2 lines. And now I can work on my like ceiling. And those Japanese style ceiling, they can have very fun shapes. So I'm just going to add this like here, like this. Maybe like here, another one. And it can go up here. And that is here my roof. And this is here the porch of the outside of the building. And we can have like this. to understand what it is, like this. I want here to be a darker color, so I'm going to add black and blue together, green, black, blue here. And I can do this roof here with this color. It's a beautiful color. I like it a lot. This Japanese scene is really taking too much effort, and we are still in the outside. We are not even in the inside, which is like normally it's like the hardest part. It will be. We will see how long it's going to take for us to arrive to the end. Even here. We can have as many layers as we want from this. And I'm just going to do the first layer. And for the interior, I'm going to my number 8 flat brush. And I just want a softer color. Just a little bit of burnt sienna. And white maybe? Let me check the burnt sienna after. First of all, yeah, I'm just going to add burnt sienna, and we can add all the atmosphere to it later. But at least we can just establish the building here. Again, it's see-through, it's fine. We are going to add many things to it later. But this is what I was talking about. Like, I didn't know where my building is going to be. I didn't know where many things are going to be. So I painted all the entire background, and now I are painting over them, which is not fun. But here we are. Now I'm going to the dark green color that we did before, and I can have a big tree coming here from behind, like this. I'll just make it a little bit, I made it a little bit darker, just to make it a big tree from behind here. We can have the illusion of it. Make it here, like this, yes. Like that, nice, just behind the building. Like this. Arriving here, maybe we have just a branch of it, like this. That is nice. Now I can go to black, and I can darken this tree from this side here, from here. Just touches of black. I'm going to add yellow and white, just to add some highlights here on the tips of this tree from this side. Okay. And here a little bit up. Is nice. We have 3 tones. Again, if it's not working, like here it's too see-through, I'm just going to add some black on my brush. So I'm just adding, enhance those here with black here, like this. Nice. I'm just going to continue working on the building. Just going to have some white and burnt sienna together now. Create some kind of an illumination here happening, like this. On this side, maybe a little bit here. Not sure if I like this color or not. It's better than the burnt sienna by itself, like this. Going to add some black, add some kind of a shadow here from this side. This darkness here, maybe darkness down. The entire here, this section will be darker. I'm just going to add, make it darker with maybe some burnt umber and burnt sienna together. I can just make this here darker. More burnt sienna, and maybe a touch of yellow. I'm not sure, like I feel it's strong, but I don't know why. Maybe here it will be a little bit illuminated, and this will be the other side. Yeah, like this. Now we can have just black, enhance some of the shadows here. And I'm going to add some of the beams. We have the first one here, making it outside now, like this. The second one is here, we established that already from this side. And yeah, adding more burnt sienna from this side. I didn't like really the burnt umber. Like this. Now I'm going to make some stairs. So I'm starting with burnt umber. And the stairs are arriving, everything is arriving to that point. So I'm just going to create some stairs like this. Maybe, and I can have a touch of white now, illuminate part of them. Just illuminate here, maybe the beginning of the the section here, the floor, like this. Most of that will be hidden by Zoro here, so I'm not really concerned about it, but still, if there are some peekaboo spots or something, it's fine. I can have a hint of some plants, maybe going a little bit of green. I can have, this green is really bad. Again, I'm mixing just a darker shade of green to have it here. There are some plants here. Who knows what they are? Doesn't matter. Now I'm going to work on the ceiling. So I'm going to add just white with this color that we chose before, and I can have some of the highlights here happening for the ceiling. And whenever I have a line with this lighter color, that will indicate that it's some kind of a railing or molding or whatever it is happening, like this, up, and it's reflecting light. Now I can clean the brush. I don't want that color again. I can mix more black and the blue, and I can have more here. Do just a second coat. It's too much. If it's too dark again, I can add shadows now, here and here. Something like this. Just a second coat because I don't want it to feel too see-through on me. I can add this with white just to fix some of those lines. Here, maybe like this. The edge. Something like this. We have like an edge to up like this, yeah. That is fun, I feel. Maybe it just need to be darker up here, yeah. Just to flat. Something like this. That is nice for the building. I can clean my brush. I can add some illumination for the beams. I'm going to add just yellow and white. Can just mix it a little bit and just add some hints of a highlight from this side like this. I like the highlight with the yellow. We can go white and brown. We can go burnt sienna, but I am choosing the light like this. I can add some illumination on the building like here. It's too much. Can just diffuse. Too much. Again, I can just diffuse it a little bit. Here, I can add a little bit here, maybe. Oh, we can add some kind of a lantern here, or even a window. Do I want a lantern or a window? Or anything else? Maybe nothing. Just add to enhance this here with a little bit of black, maybe. Here. For the shadow. We will see. I'm not sure if I'm going to add something here or not. The stairs are fun. I'm just going to add a little bit of yellow over them here. Like this. Yeah. Yellow is really nice. Make him maybe longer toward us like this. Yeah. I think if this is everything, because I'm going to have Zoro sitting here, like in this vicinity, like his shoulder will be somewhere in here. If I didn't like when I do the initial building of Zoro, and or again the door, everything, we can add to this, but for now I really like it like as it is. Just going to add maybe more like rocks here, like this. Yeah, rocks is nice. Or whatever those are, maybe they are some kind of, I like the idea of them being rocks. Maybe it's Japanese garden. Maybe it has some kind of, I don't know, stones, whatever they are. Here, I'm going to have maybe some big trees from the other side. Yes. So I'm just going to do brown and black to start, and I can have a big tree coming from the side like this, maybe from here, coming like this. We can add touch of water to make the paint fluid, and I can press the brush until it's a little bit, it has an edge to it, and I can have all these branches coming away like this. Yes. We can have as much branches as we want. Not everything needs to be connected, but still. I have another one here. Like this, maybe. Maybe we have another one here. Yeah, why not? Maybe we have one here. And it's happening like this, maybe. So they are just behind each other. Maybe there is another one here, smaller, like this. Something like this. And if I don't like this here, I can just clean my brush, add some of the greenery color that we made before, and we can just diffuse it, add more shadows, whatever they are, something like this. Now I can With my brush, I wanted to feel a blossom tree color. I'm going to add purple and magenta or the red together here. And I can just tap that color and I can just add it here in the background. Very, very strong and beautiful. Maybe here we have one here as well. And the entire canvas from this side will have all these colors together. Clusters of this beautiful blossom tree. I'm adding the purple so it feels in the shadow, and we don't need to make it extremely pinkish tone. We could, but it doesn't need to. I like the purpley tones, like this. Maybe here more purpley tones, like this here, yeah. Maybe here as well. There are things in the background. And I can have just pink and, or not pink, the red and white on my dirty brush, just to add some of these pinkish tones here, yeah, like this, yes. That is very nice. I'm just tapping this now until I am running out of paint, and then I can reload again, add more here, soften these colors, adding different dimension to them. Oh my god, this looks so nice. Still not 100% convinced of this trees here, so I can add maybe purple here. We can have a purple, just purple here, purple here, like this. And I can add purple and white to create some kind of a lavender tone. We can have this here, like this. Maybe there are bushes behind. I can go to my just magenta color or the red color. I can enhance some of them here. It's really nice. Some of them could even like fly away or like this. We can have some like petals on the floor like this. Why not maybe here as well? Some of the fallen petals on the floor. That is really nice. I can have white and yellow together. And I can add some of the highlights here on the stems, like this. Some of them is catching light. The stems, the branches, stems of the tree, like this. I can go to black and brown again and enhance some of those lines again, once again. Or the trunks here. Add more if I want to add some shadows. Some branches goes off like this. Something like this, that is nice. Maybe here as well. Just add some darkness down. It's too much, we can work with it later. Maybe here, maybe we need some white. Here and there, just touches of white, why not? Teeny tiny bits of them, maybe have white. This. Maybe here. Oh. Here. Like this. Here as well. I'm going with gray now. I can put some kind of a shrine or statue here, like this, or a pedestal or something. So just a rectangle for now. I can add black to it so it can feel it has an edge to it from the side, like this. I can have some black, some white. I can enhance the tip of it like this, and maybe from here. I'm going with a round brush. This is too big for me. I'm just adding black. I can have some kind of an edge to it here and make it like maybe vertical here. So just black. Is it tilted? It is. So with just a little bit of black, I can continue working on this. Maybe it has some kind of a triangular design here. I don't know why I added something like this. And it could be even this. Enhance the darkness from the side. Make it feel three-dimensional. I can add a touch of yellow, and I can have this side here illuminated like this with a touch of white as well. So white and yellow from this side here. Maybe there is some kind of a candle or something in the inside, or maybe it's just there is some kind of, I love this yellow here in the middle of this here. Maybe they have some kind of a light. Just going to add the light at the beginning, maybe here we have light like this. We have some kind of an illumination here happening. Now I can go to black. I can have a shadow here for this structure happening like this. Yes. I can enhance the ceiling here. I can enhance this here, the edge, like this. With black, I can have this here to feel like it's the inside of like a molding or something like this. Nice. I can have touch of white on it from this side like this. Now for the lantern, getting some black, and I can have a lantern from the side like this. Just start like this. Have some kind of a line inside, maybe like this, and a line from this side. Now I can have white and yellow. Illuminate this more. A touch of water. I can add illumination outside, even here, like this happening. It's too much. We can counter that with a touch of burnt sienna. Yeah, like this. Yes. Here I didn't like those a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add actually some purple to them. Maybe they have some kind, maybe the same things here. We have purple, whatever they are here. And here they are in the shadow, so I'm just going to add black even to them from this side, like this. That is nice. I'm going to add black to the shadows here, deepen those up. Here as well, some shadows on the floor. Here as well, shadows on the floor, like that. That is nice. Now I'm going with a gray color again. We can have whatever like cluster of stones or whatever they are here. We can have maybe here and here on the floor itself, like this. Now I can have black. We can have a surface to them, or add like down here we can have black, darkness, whatever it is. From this side it's here. Something like that. They don't even need to read as stones, but I'm imagining them to be. Can have some light up. This. Yellow is too much. I want the white. Yeah, white from this side. Here, here, here. Now I can go with a little bit of brown and black, and I can have some kind of shadow here. Yeah. I can have a texture here, maybe just like that. Tap some darkness. Just adding a little bit of white. Yes. Just the tip needed white. It's great that I am seeing all these things immediately. We have a little bit of white here from the light above them. Be a little bit even of yellow. Yeah, like this. I want to work on this, but I'm just going to do a second coat with purple. Here, do a second coat. Because it's too streaky. Just like that. Actually, we can work on that atmosphere dimension immediately. Why not? Do a second coat at the beginning. Now I'm going to get a little bit of white and yellow together on my brush, and we can have some kind of reflection happening here. Those could be tiles, those could be anything that could catch light. Something like this. Yeah, I love this color so much. And we can have a touch of darkness here. And here. Something like that, nothing more. I'm going to have a little bit of black. And this is here the center of my canvas as we established. This is the center. I'm going to have a line here as straight as possible. And every second line I'm going to do, it will be a little bit leaning in, so it will be slightly bigger from our side, like this. And they are all going to the same point, like this. I will try to make them go to the same point. So if I went here, it will arrive here, and it will be like here. And it will be like here, something like this. I am not going to stress about it, and it doesn't need to be 100% right, but I'm keeping that in mind, like this. If it's happening here, it will be like here, and it will go like there. If it's happening here, it will come here, and it will be like this. Something like this. So it will be here, here, here. It will arrive here. We can have how many we want. And here, so like this. And we can have horizontal lines. Just add a little bit of water. I can add some horizontal lines, maybe one away. Don't want them too thick, but it doesn't really matter. And it will be bigger from our side, like this. So one line here. I'm trying to keep it horizontal as much as possible, but well, it is what it is. Something like this. Here we have this line here, this here. Those will be behind Zoro. I'm just adding a little bit of water. Oh, it's crooked now, which is not good. I hate this so much when everything is not working. I needed to go to a smaller brush, but here I am. I hate line work so much. They are the worst, but I insist on doing them every single time, and here we are. Something like that. It's not perfect. It's actually very crooked. We have some purpley tones here. This fade away. Anyway, Zoro will be here anyway, so that will fix the problem for us. I'm not going to add much to it. Maybe just a little bit of white here. Like this, yeah. If they are too thick, we can fix them. Just going to blend those out a little bit here. Yeah, like this. Something like this, that is nice. Still here, this is too thick. I'm going to fix this. Here as well. Just have the hint of the line. They don't need to be invasive. That's why I'm trying to add colors over them, make them smaller. Yeah, I like this. Now when I am finished with this, I'm just going to add some hints of, I don't know, stuff interesting here. Lines, like this, maybe just X marks, anything that can indicate there are some kind of wood type of thing that is happening, but we are not seeing it 100%. So I'm just adding this with just black, whatever color that I have. So yeah, we have a hint of that here. I don't want to see it because it's in the shadow. And yeah, this is everything for this step. Now we can finally move to the interior. So the first step of our interior, we need to establish our wood. And again, it will be here to arrive exactly to this point. So from this side, I'm going to add with my brush, my number 8 brush, and I can go like this near the line that we created before. Just actually going to make it like this, it's easier. And I'm trying to see where is my line. It's here. Like this. It doesn't need to be 100% straight, but it's better to have it straight as much as possible. And we can have the outside of that as well. Here. Or the thickness. We can fix the thickness to be whatever we want it to be. Like this, maybe. And from the other side as well. Just with burnt umber, not adding anything else. Again, just burnt umber, trying to make it vertical as possible. And same thickness almost at the other side. And we are going to have some kind of, again, up here, another beam to close it up. Like this. Need water on my brush. It's not moving. Yeah. And go from side to side. The entire idea of this painting, it's funny. I just finished like a few weeks ago. Finished watching the anime. I caught up with the anime with One Piece, and I wanted just to make something to celebrate this moment because I love One Piece so much. It's one of my all-time favorite media. And it's funny because I never liked One Piece before. It's not like I never liked it. I was always intimidated by it because the art style looks very different from what I am like imagine. I always thought, oh, it's going to be gross. It's going to be disgusting. I'm not going to like it. When I was like interested in it a little bit, I found, oh, it's more than 1,000 episodes. Oh, that is like really intimidating. And I thought, I'm never going to watch it. And then the series on Netflix happened. And I watched that and I loved it so much. And I started watching the anime after that. So this is the door here. Here a little bit. I can have immediately some I'm going to clean my brush. I can have some burnt sienna and yellow together. And I can have an edge here from the inside or down to indicate the light that is catching here. Burnt sienna and from this side as well. some kind of a thin line, like this, catching on the wood. But yeah, I started watching the anime and I loved it so much that it took me 3 years almost to finish it, because again, I started watching the anime when One Piece started, when the 2023, when the Netflix series, the first season aired and finished. And it was one of the biggest surprise in my life, because I didn't even thought that I'm going to like it. And I just fall in love with it, with the characters, with everything. I love Zoro so much. I did a painting of Brock before, and he was, because he is Soul King, he liked to sing. He is a singer, the singer of the crew. And I painted him singing Like a Prayer by Madonna. My all-time favorite singer, of course, Madonna. I love Madonna so much. And I thought Like a Prayer is a very fitting song for him to cover. So yeah, I did that. And that was really fun. But with the end of the catching up, I felt like I really want to honor One Piece again, or do an homage to it or something. And this is why I wanted to make this painting today. And I love Zoro. I thought it's going to be fun to paint it in this Japanese theme. Also, the actor who is playing him in the Netflix series is from Japanese, I think, or Japanese origin. And he is really hot, so I wanted to have a date night with him. This is why it's called Date Night with Zoro, I think. The painting, so yeah. And now we can continue here. I'm going to go with the burnt umber, and I'm going to continue this here to the end of canvas from this side, like this. And here as well. Something like this. Nice. I'm going to have few beams. I'm not sure how much. Like maybe one here. Like this. Maybe one here. 2, 3. They don't need even to be symmetrical. I'm just adding them on the fly. 3, 4. Why not? This Japanese houses or interior design is really pretty, so we can do whatever we want with them. Maybe a little bit one here, like this. Fix this one, like this. That is nice. Now I'm going with burnt sienna and burnt umber together, and I'm going to color this here. Maybe a touch of yellow as well, a touch of white as well. Make it a little bit lighter. Yeah, like this. I should have done this before though. Before I did the beams, but here we are. It's fine. We can enhance them in a minute. It's fine. And I can just add burnt sienna on them here, like this. Yeah, the burnt sienna is good. So I'm going to add more burnt sienna to the mix. I can have it here. But I want it to feel darker actually. Yeah. Some kind of a color like here, but I don't want it to feel very illuminated, because I want to add the illumination here on the walls, other walls. But something like this. This one here is big, which is cool. And again, this is the wall. It's just the other side, or the upper side of the wall. It's not the ceiling or something. And it's not a window. The window is here, or the window/door is here. Those Japanese doors are really nice. I'm just adding other hints of other colors just to make it interesting, and I don't want it to feel one-dimensional. Something like this. Again, it's just wood. Wood tone, you can do whatever you want. Even we can paint it if we want. We can have wallpaper, but that is too much work. So here we are. So yeah, I just wanted to paint Zoro today. That was the entire story of One Piece. Me and One Piece. And I love the entire crew of One Piece. It's so hard for me to choose my favorite character or favorite crew member or something. I love Zoro so much. But I love the other characters. I love Nico Robin. I love Luffy actually. Which is funny because normally I find the main characters, especially in anime, to be a little bit of a cliche. Like, oh, they are the heroes. They are the always good, always right, stuff like that. And I don't like that trope. It's fine. It's not, I don't hate it. Let's say that. But Luffy can carry that, but he is a pirate. There is lots of tension in the world already. And he is like in one place. I don't know what arc it was. I think it was in the latest arc in the egg that I watched, Egghead arc, and he was somebody telling him like, "Oh, you are a hero" or something, and he was like, "I am not even interested about that, of being a hero to anybody." So I love that. I love that so much. He is just living in this world and catching his dream, and he's very intelligent when it comes to emotions, which is great. So I love him so much, but I love all the other characters, especially like speaking about the anime. Um, the anime made me like Usopp a lot, like because it showed me the human side of Usopp that we didn't see before. So yeah, now here we will have this Japanese doors. So I'm going with just burnt umber again. This is here the third of the canvas as we established. I'm a little bit up and I can have a line to the end. I want it to be very vertical or very horizontal, not crooked or anything. So like this, maybe. That is nice. And from the other side as well, I can actually measure it here. So it will be here. And I can do a line from here to here. To begin with, this line. This here will be the end here, like here. And I can color the entire thing here with burnt umber. Like this. This will be the downside of the door. Like this, nice. From the other side, same thing. Just a rectangle here. I hope it's not crooked, I don't know. Sometimes like when I am painting and I am looking to do it from an angle or something, it feels right. So I'm just going to step back and look to it to see. Maybe just a bit here, like this. Pick this corner. And from the other side, it's fine. Now I can have again burnt sienna and yellow. My dirty brush, and I can have some kind of an edge here. Again, another rectangle, but it's just another edge here on it, like this. Nice from the inside as well. will be the inside of this. Here there is some kind of light or something, and here as well. So the edge here, don't want it to feel too thick. I already did too thick, but it's fine. And here as well, like this. Nice. And we can have whatever molding we want. Maybe here we have an edge here. An edge like this. Yeah. So just the burnt sienna and yellow on my brush. You can have another one here. Like this. That is cool. Now I can clean my brush and I get a little bit of a black. But I can have those separations. Like this. Just lines. Whatever line they are, just separation between the wood itself, like the wood paneling. Do from the other side as well, just lines between those two. Fades, they don't need to be anything special, something like that, that's more than enough. In my brush. So here I'm going to paint later some lanterns, and for here and here I want to have, like, you know, this, like, I don't know if they are glass or paper or whatever the material that they made of their windows in Japan. So I want to paint that with this like soft, creamy kind of a color, but it will be like illuminated here, darker up, illuminated here, darker up. But before that, let me fix this here with more brown because it feels really, really see-through. And maybe we have an edge to it from down here. Like this. It's illuminated again. Like this. Yeah. Something like this. That is good. Now I can clean my brush. And I want this soft creamy color as I said. So I'm going with burnt sienna and white. Almost like when we do skin colors. Yeah, like this. That is a very nice color. Like this, I'm going to just make some kind of a gradients. Do I want a gradient or do I want? Let's see. Yeah, like this. Now I can have this color with burnt sienna together. I can have them here. More burnt sienna. Just to feel darker. From left to right. Mixing it up and in. Like this. Nice. When I arrive up, it will be just only burnt sienna. Just having burnt sienna now. Here. It's a little bit darker than I wanted, but it's a really pretty color. Like this, yes. Just mixing this up. It doesn't need really a second coat, but I can have even white and just soften these colors up if I feel like, oh, it's too dark. Again, immediately after on my initial or the starting point, I can just soften these colors up. It's darker up, which is great. I can have just a little bit of yellow because I know I'm going to have illumination to it. Some kind of an illumination here happening like this, maybe. With just yellow. I love this yellow so much. Yes, like this. That is everything for this side, and we are going to repeat everything we did here for the other side. But maybe we can add more yellow. Let's yellow and white maybe, because I feel like the yellow is got lost, and I know it's going to get even more faint when it's going to. Yeah, just need more white. when it's going to dry, it's going to dry even darker, you know. More yellow here, yes. And systematic like this is nice. I don't want it to blend fully. Now I'm going with the softer color and white together from this side here. Maybe it has a little bit of yellow already, it's fine. If I touch the edges, I can fix them, it's fine. I really want to fill this entire thing here. Now I can go with burnt sienna and this color together, yes. Just a little bit of burnt sienna up. Burnt sienna is very nice because it adds this warmth to the place, and it's contrasting very well with like some of the tones that we had before, like the more what is it called, more cooler tones that we had before in the outside, like lots of blues. Even the purple that we have, it has blue on it. Purple is a very interesting color because it could lean toward darkness, toward cool or warm. It depends about what we are using, and I like that a lot about it. So yeah. Just mix this up. Really concerned about even the direction of the stroke. This color are covering very well, so I'm not really concerned. And again, it's paper or whatever this material that in Japan they do this traditional house with them. So that is great for me. Clean my brush, adding some white maybe here. Make this up here. Technically some kind of a second coat, but although it's not necessary, but if I missed some points like here, I wanted to feel fully painted. That's nice. Now I can have just yellow. I can mix it up here, diffuse it up like this. It is nice, it doesn't need anything else. Now I can clean the brush, go to my brown and fix some of these lines. Here, for example, here. Some brown. Like this. This is cool. Here as well. If there's some illumination, it's fine. This is not fully painted. Up here. Here as well. But here I want it really dark, so I'm going just to get brown and black. Here. Here. Fix this illumination part here. Nice. Something like this. This is cool. Oh, the lines are really thick from this side. So I'm going just to brown. Those lines are really thick, so I'm just adding, make them smaller. Here. Yes. Oh, here they are fine. Now I can go to my brown again. And I'm going to make the, what is it called? When the door, the sliding door effect that we will have. This is here the edge. And I can just create a point. Maybe here. Like here. And we can have a line. It's coming like this. Vertical line, as vertical as possible with only brown. And here, 2. Now I can have white, yellow, whatever color like here for the illumination. And I can have this here, the edge of it, illuminated. Just adding those here on the wood itself. This, nice. Now I can have just a brown and we can finish those here. This is the sliding door that is going in the mechanism. Maybe it has like this here. Something like this, nice. And from the other side as well. So brown. I want it bigger than here. Maybe arriving here like this. Why not? And I can go like this. I feel like I have too much moisture on my brush, so it's too see-through. Oh, it is crooked. It is a little bit crooked, which is not fun. With this line here. Oh my god, it's so crooked to a degree that I cannot even imagine. It's fine. Everything is fine. I feel like I don't know what to say. And here we can have this here just to connect them. Like this, nice. I can have a lighter tone color from this side. If they are a little bit thick, that is fine, it's not a big deal. Even here. Now I'm going to a smaller brush. Maybe my bright brush will work. Just going to have some brown, and I will have one and maybe two lines here, vertical lines, smaller vertical lines. And we can have this line arriving here and here. We can have illumination on it from this side, but I'm just going to wait for it to dry a little bit, and I'm going to have one line from this side because this side is smaller. So one line in the middle, we can have one line here. Nice. Vertical line here. Arriving to the here. Going to clean my brush. I'm going to have white and burnt sienna and yellow together on my brush. And I can have an illumination, a highlight from this side. But I really want it subtle and thin. I'm just going to use the tip of the brush. And it doesn't need to go to on the entire thing, but something like this. something like this here as well. Add the same thing from the right, no, from the left here. Like this. Actually, I'm going to continue the same thing here. So I'm going to do 1, 2, and 3 here, and maybe 1 here and 1 here. And I'm going to do again vertical lines, which is harder than it seems. I'm just going to do this here. Maybe I shouldn't do this work on this brush, but I don't want to work to do it with my round brush. And I know that I had the beginning. I told you I'm going to use my detail brush, but I always feel that I want to use them, but at the end I feel like I don't want to, because I always lose control with them, although they're supposed to give me more control. It's always the opposite for me. I don't know why. But again, we are adding those lines now, like this. And those are fading, maybe. I'm not sure if they are from the inside or the outside. It doesn't really matter. And again, the final line. I don't even know how long I have been painting, for how long, but I feel like editing this video is going to be a nightmare. Something like this. And now I can do horizontal lines to create those marks. This. Nice. Those are just horizontal lines. They are nothing. Just trying to make them to create squares or something in the middle. Nice. Maybe this is the last one here. Something like this, and I can continue from this side, from the inside, from here. Can have one line, 2, 3, and continue to the end of them with just brown. And I'm going to add highlights to them in a minute. Starting to feel hungry. One here. Maybe one here. Something like this. Now I can have a lighter tone. I can add just highlights up on them like this. With this yellowish color, it's very nice. Immediately finish with all of them from this side. And we will be finished from this side, which is nice. I can add a hint of illumination on them as well here, because I already have light source, but I don't need to overdo it and I don't need to do them on all of them. So something like this, especially down here with some yellow. Now from the other side, go with brown. So vertical lines. When I get impatient like this, all my lines start to feel thick, like this here. I'm going to get a little bit of water and maybe try to remove some of the paint. Much better, not great, but not bad. Now I can go for the lines. I said we made 7, 1. This one. With a little bit of water. I'm not talking because this needs lots of concentration. 6 here and 7. Oh my god, finally. So now I can add some yellow to them. Maybe here, here, here. Keep them faint. They don't need to be too much of anything. And now here, just brown. And we can do the lines. Line, line, line. I really don't like line work, but it's necessary, especially in these kind of settings, because they add the atmosphere, they make the story believable at the end, and they create the illusion that we want to. Like that's just the details of everything. Something like this. Now I can have lighter tone, and I can just add some highlights on them up. Like this. To keep the lightness is too much. And add those highlights here, here. That is too much. I'm just going to counter it with a little bit of brown here and here. Yes, this is everything for this step. So the next step, I want to paint the floor, and I will use some kind of a color that I used here, which is like the burnt sienna with some, this is too thick, some burnt sienna with white, as I have it here on my brush. Again, I have this color, I can fix some of the lines, it's fine. Yeah, and I can have white and burnt sienna together to create this color. I'm using my big brush, and we can do the entire thing with this here, nothing more. And I'm imagining this to be some kind of a carpet. They have this Japanese kind of a carpet, I don't know what they called, but I'm not sure what they are called. They are traditional Japanese mats, or they have this beautiful design. They have lots of colors on them sometimes. Some of them is more colorful than the others. Some of them is more like they have these lines. I don't know what they are called anyway, but they are beautiful. And I'm just making them maybe darker here with more burnt sienna and lighter up like this. And they are not exactly wood. I'm not sure what the material they are made, but they feel like some kind of a textile. Something like this. If the lines are not fine, we can fix it anyway, any time we want later. Something like this. Touch of water to make the color move easily. Like that. Nice. I like these warmer tones in general now because they will add all this like effects. It's a date night with Zoro and everything is warm and nice. And it's again contrasting with the rainy day outside and with a cool tone that we did. So something like this. Fix some of the lines maybe. And if it's feel crooked, like let me see here. This much here. It's a little bit, but in general it's fine. I can have some burnt sienna now. I can darken some of the places. Maybe here it's darker. Maybe this like section. Darker here, darker. Like this, like here, it will be like just lighter up. This is a second coat now. Like this, nice. I can have some yellow and white. Just add sunshine up here. I need white. So yellow and white together. Can have sunshine coming here. Nice. Some maybe white, more white here. And we will let this dry before. Again, I'm going to have 2 lanterns, so I'm going to add even illumination immediately here because I know I'm going to add it. So I'm going to add this illumination here with white and yellow. Like smooth it up here. Yes. And blend it in. Yes, and here as well. On this side here, we will have some illumination like this. Yeah, something like that. That is nice. And I will have the reflection and the shadows later when I do the last step of the painting. But for now, I don't like these lines here. There is something off about them. I don't know what it is. Maybe this line here feels off. I'm going to my smaller brush, purpley tones here. I don't know. It's just not working, but we will. Maybe we can fix it later. Fixed a little bit here. We can even make it bigger if you want. I don't want to. It's not fixed because it's too wet. This here needs to be darker, like this. With the purple. I'm going to fix that later when I am going to dry the canvas now and move to the next step. I'm going to continue working on my Japanese mat. I'm going to have a line here with black, just horizontal as possible, like this. And I wanted to arrive to the other side, like here. Maybe I really hate line works like this. I'm trying to make them as horizontal as possible. I don't have a good ruler. I don't have a scotch, or like paint tape or something. I don't have that. So, like this. And they have these lines. And now I can understand. Again, my lines are going to there, so I can continue this line here. And it goes like this. Maybe. And it's continuing like this. Here it will be a little bit. Again, something like this. We have one here. We will have one here like this. That here is too big. What's great about acrylic, it's water-based. We can fix it with a little bit of water when it's not still wet. When it is still wet, actually. Here we can have this one here. And this one here is coming here. And maybe there is something like this here happening, and maybe there is something here. No, here we didn't finish it. I'm going to do it here. Yeah, this is better here. It's nice. Here it's fine. You can add a shadow or something to it. Something like that. Here it needs a little bit more of the burnt sienna and white, I feel. See, doesn't matter, like, because at the end of it, I'm going to add more. Anyway, because lots of things here is going to be in the shadow anyway. Then I'm going to clean my brush, adding more purple maybe. It's fine. Maybe the problem is here with those lines. Yeah. Anyway, it's fine. If some of these lines are too big, I can have purple and I can diffuse them a little bit. Diffuse these lines a little bit. They are too thick. This is horrendous and bad. Clean that, fix it with a little bit of black now. Yes. Just here, fix this line. And I feel like I'm going to leave it like this. It doesn't need to be anything. Just we understand that it's what it is and it's enough. I'm going to add my lanterns. And for that, I'm going to have clean my brush now. I'm going to mix a gray color, so white and black. And it could be arrived to this point here. Like this. That could be my lantern. All these Japanese paper lantern things that they have, it's so pretty. This is my lantern here. I can have an edge to it like this. We can have it a little bit of a three-dimensional. This, a line. And this here and here. I'm going to paint this with this color. Something like this. I can have whatever design I want to it. So I can have a line here and a line here. Like this. A line here. And a line here. Maybe we have lines here. I love this color a lot. Like this. So like that, that is nice. And now I can have just white and can have a highlight on it up here. Highlights here. It can have a base with darker base here. I need black, only black. Maybe brown actually. Actually brown and black. Actually I need only black. And I can have a base to it with black. This. Something like this. That doesn't feel right. I just fixed it a little bit here. It will have this line. It's like this. It's coming like this. Like this. Something like that. Can have just white here. I can have a bit of a shadow with just black here. Now I can have the inside with yellow and white. And from the side as well. And up here as well. Now I can have a little bit of maybe red or something, just to have some other tone. Yes. Too much, the red is too strong, so I'm counter that with yellow and white. Again, over that, yes. Can clean my brush, and I can enhance those lines here again. For the lantern here. I can have some black for some of the shadows here and here. Just black. My black is so see-through at this point. which is not great. Some shadows here. Shadows from the other side. Something like that. I'm going to have, as I have my dirty brush, I can have a shadow of this door here. Something like this. I'm just keeping the shadow like this, bigger here. And it has already like spots of shadows because it has already spots of lights, like something like that. That is good. From the other side as well. I'm going to have Zoro here, so I'm not going to bother. I'm going to add my lantern. Same thing, somewhere in this vicinity here. Here. And we can have this lantern here. Something like this. I can enhance the shadows immediately from here to here. Now I can do the inside with yellow and white. Yellow and white to add the illumination. The white helps a lot with the opacity. Make everything not see-through, because the yellows will be see-through and I don't want that. Maybe I want that, but yeah, something like this. Not going to add the red, I didn't like it, even here. It's good that I remembered that. It can be a little bit see-through because maybe it's, as I said, it's made of paper, which is very nice. I'm going to clean the brush. I can get the metal color or the grayish color. Just have those, have some shadows here, here, here. It will have some kind of a base, like here. And again yeah, like this. Nice. We have some kind of a shadow here. And all of it, it's like casting a shadow from this side. Here. Something like this, that is cool. Can clean the brush, I can get some white, and can get some highlights here, here. Can have just white. Make the white now. And next step, I'm going to go to my round brush. Now again, with this dark color, I'm going to have some kind of a vase here. It could become like here and go here and finish here. Something like this. This beautiful vase. And it's going up like this. Now I can go with black. I can do some kind of a just shadows part here. Just black now because it's too see-through on me. I can get some white. I can have a highlight here from this side, from this side here. Just illuminate this a little bit. Now I can go with some black and brown maybe. And I can have some branches coming from the vase like this. Very thin. Thin branches coming from the vase here. This got too much bigger, but it's fine. Can make this here smaller. Like this. Something like that. And I can have purple and red together with maybe a touch of black to make this dark magenta color. I can add few flowers here. Just dots to indicate flowers. Impressionistic and very chaotic here, but I don't want them to take too much control or too much space. Something like this, just to indicate this. Maybe we can even have some on the floor, falling, some petals, something like this. Now I can have the magenta color with touch of white, or it's not magenta, it's very, and I can have, it's the red color, I can have these highlights here, just to make it pinkish. Not a lot, something like this. And some on the floor. Again, not a lot, just to indicate this lightness. Even for the branches, I can get a little bit of white. And I can have just some highlights here. Some places. Something like this. I just need to fix this here. I need to add some kind of an edge to it, like this. Like this. And here as well. Just make the upper part of it. And now we can have a highlight with white up here. And add that white up here. Up here. Something like this. Maybe a touch of black. Counter this here. And here. I'm adding just an edge to it now. Something like this. Yeah. Some white maybe. White. Something like this. That is nice. And yes, this is everything for this step. The next step, I'm going to fix those shadows because I don't like them. Fix the colors here. I really don't like that shadow. It's too invasive. pick the floor here. Having just burnt sienna and white. And now I can have the black, and it could go like this. Maybe just like this. It's over, but I don't want it to feel, yeah, something like this. For this side here as well, something like this. Over, it's fading away, and we can have lines between them to indicate yeah, like this. Some of the shadows, nothing too much. The next step, I'm going to do the sketch for my Zoro, and I need to find the third of my canvas from this side. So it's technically here, immediately here, and I need to go around 20 centimeters to the end in this vicinity here. So that would be here the tip of my Zoro, his head. It will be somewhere around here. And I want it to be around 4 centimeters. So it will arrive somewhere to this vicinity. Here. That will be his head here. And I can start by just doing like just almost like a circle or something for the head, something like this. His neck is like here. I need a neck, so something like this. And this is, as we said, is 4 centimeters. The torso will be 3 times bigger than the head. I need to find his shoulder. His shoulder will be in the quarter side, so somewhere in this vicinity here. But it will be on an angle, something like this. Here we will have his head, and that will be here his neck to his shoulder here. And as this is 4 centimeters, and from the neck to the torso to the waist, it will be 12 centimeters, or with the neck itself, somewhere like this here. This will be between his legs, the end of his legs, that will be here. So his waist will be here. His knee will be here. So I can do the waist like this. Keep these lines and systematic. He is sitting here, and he will have his knee coming up and go like this. And it will be around his thigh, around 6 centimeters, exactly 6, like this. And he will have his hand coming here to his shoulder. We don't need this line right now. So his shoulder will be here, like this. And from this side, his neck is coming here, and we are just seeing from the side, but his arm is going to come from this side here, something like this. And yes, that is our Zoro. He needs a face, so he will have some kind of a face like here, but not like this. This is creepy. The face, we are just seeing the very outside of it. His head is like here, like this, and he will have a collar or something here, and he will have his 3 swords coming here. So I will just do the first sword here, just arriving outside, maybe like this. His 3 iconic swords, like this. This is first one here. He had the second one just near him, like this. Maybe it's just smaller and it's in his ground, whatever kind of thing that he has. Something like this. And the third one is maybe here. Going out, we are not seeing every part of it. Again, something like this. And we can just work with them. And yes, this is everything for our sketch. So I'm going to use my number 8 round brush and I'm going to paint his robe with some kind of a, what is this color? Gray color, just black and white, leaning more toward white. It's really light color. I'm keeping all these lines very loose because like it's fabric. And I'm just needing this form and this kimono. Is this kimono? I don't know, the Japanese thing that they wear. I think it's a kimono. Anyway, the Japanese robe that they are very loose, they are very forgiving. So we just need a form of the human body. It doesn't need to be anything exactly perfect because everything is loose and oversized, which is great for painting. Something like this. Even here, up like this. Something like that. Now I'm going to clean my brush. I'm going with my round brush actually. I'm going to get a little bit of ochre green. I don't want to mix a green for Zoro's hair. And I will do his hair here. His iconic, beautiful green hair. Arriving to his neck. Even getting rid of my choke. It's a little bit see-through for now, but it's fine. We are going to fix that later, and his hair coming here to his head. It's a little bit longer, but I'm going to fix it with the color of him later. I'm going to have a skin type of a color with just sienna and white. And I can have his face from this side. Not much at all, just his hair and maybe his neck like this. Something like that. We are not seeing much. Now I can clean my brush and I can go with some details. I can get some black and I can create a color for him at the beginning here. So here is his shoulders. So we can have some kind of a form like this for the color, like this maybe. Something like this. I can have some of the fabrics coming here. I can separate the arm here like this. I can create the waistline here as well. His other arm from this side here, coming here like this. For his knee here. fixing his form from this side, like this. Nice. All this like darker tones here. More dark for the color. Now I can get some white and we can add some highlights and we can create all this form. So here it will catch some light on the knee here, of course, like this. Here I'm going to make it lighter on this side, lighter here, maybe some light here. Even if it has some other colors, it's fine, but I don't want yellow. No. It's too much for now. But yeah, it will catch some yellow from this side, so it's maybe fine. Even here, here. So now trying to have just white, yeah. Like this. Do a second coat. Add some gray here. Here. Exactly the black. Add more black. Here. Fix some of this form. I need some darkness here to indicate the hand, so his back will be here. I'm going to have some green and black. I want to have some kind of for his waist here he will have some kind of belt or something coming here. And it could arrive here to the floor. Now I can have just black. I can enhance this here. I can illuminate this here. Fix the knee like this. Just black here to fix this knee from this side like this, yes. And here. Some darkness. I feel like we are going to see some of this like here, the green. Are going to see some of his other leg here, maybe? Like this, yes. Maybe with more black. No. Like this, here. And those strokes need to be directional so I can understand the form of the objects or the body. It doesn't need to be exact. I don't seek realism anyway, but something representational. You can understand, oh, this is his knee, this is his arm, his shoulder, something like this. Yes, now with the green, it can arrive here, disappear, like this. I can have some black and white, and we can have all these ripples down here, indicate movement and whatever is happening when he is sit down. This is too much. I can tone it down like this, maybe light. I can have some lightness, and maybe here we have some lightness like this for the shoulder. Here as well. Something like this. That is really nice. Now I'm going to paint the swords dark purple for them, so black and purple together. And I can do this, maybe a touch of white as well, so some kind of a purpley kind of a grayish tone. Yes, like this. The white helps with the opacity a lot. So just add those in here. I'm going to get rid of this chalk mark immediately. Don't get confused with it. Again, if it's not happened, we can always get rid of it with some water. This is the first one here. The second one could be a little bit different. I'm going to add immediately white and just do some white here, highlight from this side. By this I'm not going to confuse myself, like here. And I don't need to do a second step, like this side as well. I can have some black, indicate a shadow here, and here as well, and here. Actually, I'm going to make the three swords the same color. I'm not going to do a design or something. I don't even know what are the colors of his swords in the anime or in the manga. So we can do that. It's just something representational of Zoro. He always has his three swords with him. And yeah. And I don't know, love is a battlefield, as they said in the movie 13 Going 30, so he has his sword with him. That is so cool. More white. This side. From this side as well. Add some black, some shadows here. We add shadows immediately from this side as well. Very impressionistic at this point, because I don't have patience. And again, for the third one here, Love is a Battlefield is a song, right? I'm not sure. It's not by Madonna, so I don't know. Yeah, this purple is really nice, and it's dyed with purple outside, so it's nice to repeat the colors inside, outside, create something that is not once and done, but maybe this here needs even to be longer. All the source are going away from us. More highlight from the side now. Just white. Like this, nice. I can have some black for the shadows here, 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 here. It's too much, we can counter that here. Like this, that is really nice. Swords, now I'm going to have some black and I can have a shadow under Zoro. So his leg will be here. I'm not going to see, it's not connected, so it's up here and it's coming like this. Everything here is in the shadow. Him. More water, just make the paint fluid for here. You can go like this and darken the entire thing up. For the swords as well. Going to go with my number 8 flat brush, actually. Yeah, it's easier. Now, all these shadows here. Like this. And inside here we'll have shadows for everything else. Also from the lantern, from everything. Leaving these shadows here. And now I'm going to have some black only. I'm going just to add the strongest of the strongest shadow here under when it's connecting to the body and it's moving away. Yes, and here as well, something like this. I don't want to see this. Everything here in the shadow of my Zoro. Something like that. That is nice. So I'm going to get some white and green, make some lighter green color, and we can have his hair, his iconic hair happening like this up. Something like this, which is nice. And if it's too light, we can darken some places up with just some original green, like this. Yes. For the face, I can just clean my brush, just add the hint again of this color here with some sienna or something. Sienna and white, actually. Here. Do just a second coat on that. Enhance this here. Go to the darkest tones for the head. Do that here. Now I can go with some yellow, and I can have hints of yellow just with the tip of my brush here, on his head here, on his head here, like this, on his face. Diffuse this up. Just like this, on his clothes here, on his belt. Then like this, I'm going to get just a touch of white. I just want to add a highlight on the face like this. And we can have his ear here with the same color again. This. His ear, nice. Now with my number 000 brush, I can get some yellow. And I can have 3 iconic earrings. But this yellow is too see-through, so I'm going to mix it with a little bit of white to have some opacity, almost like a lemon kind of a color. Yes, 1, 2, and 3, like this. Now with just white, I can have just a hint of a highlight. 1, 2, and 3. Nothing more. And yeah, this is everything for this step. So that was the last step of our painting. I hope you enjoyed your time with me, and I hope you painted a beautiful scenery with Zoro, our hero / date for this night. And I hope to see you again in another video. Bye everybody.